For my flesh is true food and my blood is true drink. Those who eat my flesh and drink my blood abide in me and I abide in them. The first time he says eat, now he talks about like a simple meal, like fine dining meal. Take a fork and a spoon and eat. The second time he says, you eat it with like a wild animal eats the food, now groaning and lashing of it, and you eat it, you cherish it. And the people are like, gosh, we cannot do this. And I really understand from where the Jews are coming. Like, you are my best friends. Now, imagine me telling you, Ignatius and Ashton, you want eternal life, you have to eat my flesh and drink my blood. And you guys will say,
we don't want that.
Yeah, we don't want that.
Yeah,
This is the precise reaction that the Jews gave. A precise reaction.
And I just sorry to cut you, but I remember that the Greek word, I don't remember the Greek word, but I know that when Jesus said that eat actually meant to gnaw. To gnaw means
To gnaw, yeah. So you gnaw it like a wild animal, you're chewing, you're masticating the food, you're enjoying the food. And so I can imagine what the Jews felt like, the same way that you felt, and they would have been saying, firstly, it's against the law. They're not supposed to eat anything with blood in it. Secondly, you cannot eat human flesh. And like, this teaching is too difficult, they say, and they go away. And Jesus does not stop them. Jesus is not saying, hey guys, I've been talking symbolically, where are you going? Come back. No, Jesus doesn't say that, because he meant it. He really meant that this is my blood, this is my flesh that will be given up for you. And he turns to his disciples and say, are you not going to go away? And then Peter says one of the most beautiful lines. He says, Lord, to whom shall we go? You alone have the words of eternal life. So we see that Jesus actually meant, what he's saying. In other places he spoke in symbolic terms. One of the terms he spoke symbolically is, if your eye causes you to sin, take it off. If your hand causes you to sin, cut it off. Here he was being symbolic, because he didn't go around with a fork to pluck out someone's eye or a saw to cut out someone's eye. That was purely symbolic. So there people didn't complain because they realized that he's being symbolic. But here they're like, how can? Because they realized, and I think right from the early church till the 1500s, people really believed that it's the body and blood of Christ. So for me, on a personal level, when I see the Eucharist over there, whether it's at the Blessed Sacrament or at the Mass, when the priest is saying, this is my body, this is my blood, I believe that is Jesus, his body, blood, his soul, his divinity, his entire being made present by his grace, by his love, so that we can be in such close proximity with the